Good morning, students. In the previous class, we had discussed about the chemical effects of electric current. On this chapter, we had discussed what is electric current and what are conductors and insulators, and then electricity connection through the liquids. What are the liquids that conduct the electricity? You have to discuss with the previous class. Okay, and then what is the LED bulbs? What are LED bulbs? And then chemical effects of current. I explain with one activity. Okay. Then in the today class, we will discuss about the chemical effects of current also, and then we make an electric pen and an electroplating process and then application of electroplating process. In the very most application of chemical effects of electric current is electroplating. So okay, I explain later. First I explain the electric pen, how to make the electric pen. So electric pen is just a pen, but you have to apply the current on the pen. The pen it will be writing on the tissue paper, one paper. Okay. So okay, first we make the one circuit, that is a metal plate. Okay, this is the paper, that is the test paper. The test paper will be choke on the one solution, that the solution is having potassium iodide plus starch. So little bit of starch will be added to the potassium iodide solution. So you have to take the potassium iodide solution with the mixture of with the mixing of starch. Then you have to take one napkin, that is a tissue paper. That the tissue paper it will be choke on the solution. You dip it. You have to keep the wet paper on the metal plate. Okay. So the one end of the metal plate will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of the battery. Then positive terminal of the battery it will be 9 volt battery. The positive terminal of the battery having one wire, that the wire will be used to do writing on the paper. Okay, so that the paper having the potassium iodide solution and starch. Okay, then this is the components in the experiment. Okay, again I explained that what are the components in the experiment. First you have to take one container having potassium iodide plus starch solution, and then one metal plate. You have to choke one tissue paper or transparent napkin on in the Ki solution with starch. The solution will choke panni. It will be spread on the metal plate. A metal plate it will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery, and then one terminal will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, so that the terminal it will be used to write anything on the paper. Okay, so I explained that activity. The battery will be on the connection. The current will be supplied on the wire. Then you have to touch the wire on the test paper. That the test paper having Ka solution. Okay, potassium iodide solution. So on the time you have to touch the terminal on the. You have to touch softly because the paper it will be wet. Paper wet irukana neenga light ah pidichu eludano. Then that the terminal you have to touch on the Ka solution. The Ka solution will be decomposed into make potassium and iodine ions. Potassium ion iodine ion split out. Okay, so the terminal will be touched with the iodine. Iodine will be turns that the color it will be black brown. Then you have to change the color. Then the color it will be turns, and then you have to write blue black color la the neenga eludha aramikka mela poi write out. Okay, so adula irukkudiya iodine la enachi starch mela combine aagi உங்களுக்கு adula எழுதும்போது கலர் வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். ஓகே, டார்க் ப்ளூ ஆர் black கலர்ல மாறும். ஓகே, ப்ளூ கலர் black கலர்ல மாறும். மேலே நீங்கள் ஒரு ஷீட் போட்டிருக்கீங்க. இந்த பெண்ணை இதுதான் பென், இந்த நீடில் தான் பென். இந்த டேர்மில் வச்சு நீங்கள் ரைட் பண்ணும்போது அதில் போய் டச் பண்ணோன்னே இதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய Ka சொல்யூஷன் ஸ்பிட் ஆகி பொட்டாசியமாகவும் அயோடினாகவும் மாறும். ஓகே, பொட்டாசியமாகவும் அயோடினாகவும் மாறும். இந்த அயோடின் ஸ்டார்ச்சோட கம்பைன் ஆகி கலரை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணும். So you have to write anything on blue or black color. Blue turns to black color. Okay, ஒரு கலர்ல போய் என்ன செய்யும், உனக்கு லெட்டர்ஸ் வந்து அது மேலே விழும். Okay, so again I explained that the sheet having potassium iodide solution and then starch, you have to touch the terminal on the paper. The paper having potassium iodide solution plus starch. So the potassium iodide is decomposed into two, that is potassium and iodine. But iodine will be combined with the starch to turns that color. Okay, that the color it will be visible on the paper. You have to write anything on the paper, that the terms will be visible on the paper. Okay, so simply இங்கே இருக்கக்கூடிய potassium iodide solution பொட்டாசியமாக அயோடினாகவும் மாறுது. அந்த அயோடின் ஸ்டார்ச்சோட கம்பைன் ஆகி அந்த பேப்பருடைய கலரை நம்ம எழுதக்கூடிய இடத்துல மாற்றுது. ஸோ அந்த எழுதக்கூடிய இடத்துல மாற்றும் போது ப்ளூ கலரில் அது உனக்கு வந்து என்ன செய்யும், விசிபிள் ஆகும். ஓகே, ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்ட் எலக்ட்ரிக் பென். எலக்ட்ரிக் பென் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் இஸ் அ பென் but by passing the electric current. Okay, you have to passing the electric current by using the 9-volt battery. That the second terminal touch the test paper. The test paper having the Ka solution. The Ka solution will be split up into two, that is a potassium and iodine. The iodine will be combined with the starch and then easily that the color to be changed in blue color. Then letters to be visible in the bluish. Okay, blue color will be visible. That is called electric pen. Okay, then next I will go for electroplating. Chemical effects of current it will be used in various ways, that is electroplating, electro-refining, extraction of metal from metallic ores, okay, and metallurgy also. In this lesson just I explained that electroplating. Electroplating is nothing but plate one metal from another one metal. So coating a metal from another one metal. ஒரு மெட்டலை இன்னொரு மெட்டல் மேலே ஆன் another one metal. So plate any one metal on the another one metal, it will be called electroplating. By using the electric current coating a metal on another one metal, it will be called as electroplating. What's the use of electroplating? So you have to use the electroplating process. The metal it will be give the very good appearance to anyone. பார்க்கறதுக்கு நல்ல ஷைனிங் ஆகும். Okay, very good appearance and then does not easily corrode, easier அரிக்காது. Then that the properties of the substance, the properties of the metal to be rich. Okay, so electroplating process will be useful to for as a better give appearance and then that the metal does not corrode easily and then it will be improve the qualities of a metal. Okay, that the electroplating process will be used. So I explained that electroplating process. Okay, so electroplating process as well as the chemical effects of current always having liquid. So you take one container, so filled with one liquid, that is we have choose the copper sulfate solution. This is called copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution is the nearly sky blue color, Rahamath blue color. Okay, so the copper sulfate solution is having the bluish color. Then you take the copper sulfate solution in that spot. Then you have to tip the two electrodes, that is the copper rods. That's the rod is called copper rods. Okay, so we insert the two copper rods in the copper sulfate solution and then two rods will be connected to the battery. And one plate will be connected to the first terminal of the battery and another one plate will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, the battery will be on, the current will be passing through the copper rods and then chemical reaction will be present in the between two plates. Okay, two plates in the copper sulfate solution. First the decomposition is present in the liquid, that is electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution is copper sulfate, so it will be split up into copper 2 plus and sulfate 2 minus. Okay, copper sulfate solution la na first decomposition nadukum, adu copper avum sulfate avum piriyum. Okay, so the current will be passing through the copper plates. The in between the electrolytic solution it will be decomposed first. The electrolytic solution is copper sulfate. So on the passing of the current it will be split up in the decomposition, it will be present and it will be split up into two, copper and sulfate. Okay, the copper sulfate will be move on from this, which plate is cathode, which plate is anode ma? Any one plate will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery, it will be called as anode. Already I explained in the previous class ma, which electrode it will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that electrode it will be called as anode. Which electrode will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery, it will be called as cathode. Okay, so the copper sulfate will be from the anode, will be passed on to the second copper plate, that is a cathode, reach the cathode, gain two electrons to form an copper ions. Any one atom to gain electron or lose one electron to form an ion. ஏதாவது ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் வந்து அதிகமாக 2 வச்சிருந்தாலும் சரி, அதிகமாக 2 கம்மியாக வச்சிருந்தாலும் சரி, பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிறத வாங்கிக்கிட்டு அது அயனாக மாறும். ஆல்ரெடி taught in the previous classes. ஓகே, என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, இப்போது ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் I explained one sodium having 11 atomic number. So 2, 8 and again the outer layer is 1. Okay, first 2 and again 8, okay, then remaining 1. So 2 electrons in the innermost and 8 electrons in the next layer and 1 electron is the outermost. So the last electron will be the excess electron for sodium. That electron, the sodium, it will be loose to the anyone and then it will be giving to the another one atom to form an ion. But it will be called as a negative ion. ஒரு அயனை ஒரு எலக்ட்ரானை கொடுத்துச்சுன்னா அது பாசிட்டிவ் அயனாக மாறிடும். ஓகே, இதுக்கு ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருக்குது, அதனால் ஒரு எலக்ட்ரானை லூஸ் பண்ணி அது பாசிட்டிவ் அயனாக மாறும். சப்போஸ் ஒரு ஆட்டம் இருக்குது, அது அவுட்டர் லேயரில் வந்து 7 இருக்குது, பட் 8 அது ஃபில் ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா ஒன்று வந்து தேவை. ஸோ நீங்கள் டீட்டெயிலாக போகணும்னா any one atom will be losing 1 electron or gaining 1 electron or losing 2 electrons or gaining 2 electrons to form an ion. ஒரு ஆட்டம் எலக்ட்ரானை லூஸ் பண்ணியோ எலக்ட்ரானை வாங்கிக்கிட்டோ அது அயனாக மாறும். எலக்ட்ரானை லூஸ் பண்ணிச்சு அப்படின்னா அது பாசிட்டிவ் அயனாக மாறும், எலக்ட்ரானை வாங்கிக்கிச்சுன்னா அது நெகட்டிவ் அயனாக மாறும். So in this part the copper it will be moving from the anode to cathode. The copper ions is gaining the 2 electrons to the second metal plate to form an copper ion. So copper ion, copper 2 plus ion, okay, the copper ion, okay, it will be deposited on the second plate. Then on the time again this process will be continuous. The copper plate, the first copper plate will losing the copper ions, it will be gaining the 2 electrons to the second plate and to form an copper ions it will be deposited on the cathode. So again this process will be done. The copper plate will be decreasing in size, this copper plate will be increasing in size because it will be coated on the second plate. ஆனோடு உருகி கேத்தோடில் போய் டெபாசிட் ஆகும். ஸோ இந்த இடத்துல தான் எலக்ட்ரோ பிளேட்டிங் நடக்குது. இது மேலே தான் நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுறீங்க, காப்பர் பிளேட் பண்ணுறீங்க. ஸோ த காப்பர் பிளேட் ஆன் த செகண்ட் மெட்டல் டு பி த இன்க்ரீசிங் இன் சைஸ், த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் டிக்ரீசிங் இன் சைஸ் பிகாஸ் த கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷன் வில் பி டன் இன் திஸ் ப்ராசஸ். அண்ட் தென் sulfate ions will be moving to the next size. Okay, copper will be moving to the cathode size. The copper will be coated on the copper plate. Okay, இங்கேருந்து காப்பர் போய் அப்படியே இங்கே டெபாசிட் ஆகுது. ஸோ த காப்பர் பிளேட் ஆன் த செகண்ட் பிளேட் ஆன் த கேத்தோட். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் எலக்ட்ரோ பிளேட்டிங். ஸோ which one you have to want to plate that the metal it will be taken as the cathode. So what do you want to be coated that the metal you have to taken as the cathode. What want to be deposit, what want to be used to coat that is taken as anode. எதை வந்து நீங்கள் கோட் பண்ணணும், எது மேலே கோட் பண்ணணுமோ அது கேத்தோடாகவும், எந்த மெட்டலை நீங்கள் கோட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அது ஆனோடாகவும் எடுத்துக்கணும். in between the electrolytic solution we have to choose in the anode part. Anode பார்ட்டுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி என்ன செய்யணும், we have to choose the electrolytic solution. Again I explained that electroplating activity. In this process, in this phenomenon or in this experiment, we take one container, the container filled with copper sulfate solution. Okay, the copper sulfate solution is called as electrolytic solution. 2 electrodes, that is a copper rods, that the copper rods will be called as electrodes. Which copper rod it will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that is called anode. Which terminal will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery, it will be called as cathode. 2 electrodes will be taken as copper rods and then one battery will be connected in between the 2 plates. Current will be connected, the current will be falling on through the copper rods. The electrolytic solution will be decomposed into 2, that is a copper and sulfate. Then the copper ions it will be moving from anode to cathode, reach the cathode, will be gaining 2 electrons from the cathode and then to form a positive ion. That ions will be deposited on the cathode. So the first plate will be decreasing in size and second plate will be increasing in size because the electroplating process will be done by using the first plate to second plate. Okay, so the copper plate will be coated on the second plate. So this process will be continuously on passing the current. Then sulfate solution will be moving in the here and there, and then sometimes the copper ions in the remaining copper ions will be combined with the, it will be lose some electrons to the anode rod and then again they make the ion. இங்கேருந்து இங்கே போயிட்டு இங்கே பாசிட்டிவ் அயனாக மாறின சில ஆட்டம் கூட இங்கே வந்து மறுபடியும் இங்கேருந்து 2 எலக்ட்ரானை லூஸ் பண்ணி மறுபடியும் அயனாக மாறும். இந்த ப்ராசஸ் வந்து கண்டினியூஸாக நடந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் எலக்ட்ரோப்ளேட்டிங். திஸ் இஸ் சேம் வே we have to plate any one metal on another one material, but you have to choose which material want to be coated, it will be taken as cathode. Which metal you have to choose to coat it on the metal, that the metal will be taken as anode. The electrolytic solution will be chosen on the account of anode, with respect of anode. Anode ku edha mari enna cheyanum, electrolytic solution vandu choose panum. I will give one example. We want to coat the zinc on any one plate. Zinc, okay. Zinc you want to coat another one material, so you have to choose the zinc in anode, okay, because zinc is being coated to the iron. Iron is zinc mela coat panna poringa, so iron will be taken as cathode. Then what is the electrolytic solution ma? Electrolytic solution we will choose with respect of anode. So with respect what is zinc? So the electrolytic solution is zinc sulfate, okay. So that is called electrode. This is the electrode, but that is electrolytic solution, okay. So anyone you want to plate, you have to choose the two electrodes with respect of the plating, okay. If you want the zinc plating, you have to zinc on anode, and then you have to choose iron on the cathode, and then we have to choose the electrolytic solution is with respect of zinc, that is the zinc sulfate solution. So this is the way we easily explain the electroplating process. What is the use of electroplating ma? We have to do the electroplating on any one metal, that the metal it will be give the very good appearance, will be very shiny, and then does not easily corrode, easy arikadu, does not easily corrode, and then improve their property. So you have to coat on any one metal will be coated on another one material, that the property of the metal it will be improved. So that application of electroplating, we use the plate of any one metal to another one metal. So now next I will explain that application of electroplating. What are electroplating? Various electroplating is there. First I explain the chromium plating. Chromium plating is nothing but you have to choose the chromium on anode. If we want to plate any one metal on cathode, so chromium will be coated to the another one metal. Chromium plating example is bicycle handlebars and path tap, then towel hanger. So that all are called chromium plating. So chromium plating it will be very much useful to remove the it will be giving the improve the lifespan of the metal. Metal lifespan improve panni corrode illama paathukradhu per chromium plating, okay. Then gold and silver plating. Gold and silver plating, more and more girls will use the artificial stud and then bangles, anything. So that the bangles and stud, one metal will be coated to the silver or gold plating. Just a coating, nothing a full silver, nothing a full gold. Just coating a layer of gold or silver. So by the process of gold and silver plating, okay. And then one is zinc plating. Zinc plating mostly that the metal it will be coated on zinc, that the metal it will be used on the construction of bridges. Bridges la construct பண்ணுவாங்கல, அதுல வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடியனா metals தான் zinc plate ஆல கோட் பண்ண metals. That the metal it will be does not easily corrode, and then it will be very strong also. That is the way the zinc plating it will be used to plate on bridges, metals by using the bridges. Bridges வந்து கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்றதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய மெட்டல்ஸ்ல zinc தான் கோட் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. So the zinc plating it will be very much useful. And then tin plating. Tin plating is nothing but you have to store any 1 grams some doll item it will be stored in one container. That the more airtight container the tin it will be used. That the tin it will be coated by using one metal, that is a tin metal. So the tin metal will be coated on the aluminum foil or iron, anything to make the tin things. Tin nala make tin mela coat panni and the tin container, airtight container da mostly nama foods, pickles ella store panni vekkadhukku use panikrom. So more and more plating it will be very much useful to our daily life. Chromium plating, gold and silver plating, and zinc plating and tin plating. On the whole points, the plating it will be improve the properties of the metals, and then it will be giving the better appearance to the metal, and then does not corrode easily. That the usage will be very much by the electroplating process. The electroplating process is very much needed in our day-to-day life, because you have to plate one metal to the another one metal. It will be giving the great appearance, okay. Then does not corrode also, and improve the lifespan of the metal also. Okay, so again I explained that all the topics. First the electric pen, and second one is electroplating and application of electroplating. So electric pen, just a pen, but you have to apply the electric current on the wire. The wire will be acting as a pen, but you have to choose a paper, that the paper will be immersed in the, it will be choked in the Ki solution with starch. K potassium iodide starch mix பண்ணிருக்கக்கூடிய solutionல dip பண்ணி இதல போட்டுருக்கோம். அதுதான் அதோட paper. Pen just a wire. The wire will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the metal plate will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Then metal plate will be current will be flowing the positive terminal and negative terminal. The terminal will be touched to the Ka solution. The Ka solution will be decomposed into potassium and iodine, and iodine will become mixed with will be combined with the starch, so easily writing on the paper. That is called as a electric pen. That the same way you have to easily make the electric pen. Okay. Second one is electroplating. Electroplating is nothing but plate one metal on another one metal. So you have to choose the two electrodes, and then you have to choose the electrolytic solution. You pass on the current on the two electrodes. One electrode metal, it will be decomposed to the solution, and then decomposing level, the copper it will be deposited on the another one plate. Not only the copper, which metal you have to choose in the anode, that will be melting and then is moving to the liquid, and then it will be coated to the cathode. So this is the same way we want to, one metal it will be coated to the another one metal. So electroplating is very much useful for various ways. Then I explained some applications of electroplating: chromium plating, gold and silver plating, and zinc plating, and tin plating. Chromium plating means chromium metal will be coated on another one metal, and then gold and silver plating means gold and silver it will be coated on the another one metal. Zinc plating, zinc will be coated on the another one material. Tin plating means tin will be coated on the another one material. So tin materials will be used to storing the food grams and all things. Zinc plating, that the metal it will be used to construction of bridges, and gold and silver plating will be make some jewels, artificial jewelries, and that the jewelries we use a normal metal to silver or gold, it will be coated on the metal it will be make an artificial jewels. Then chromium plating is you have to coat chromium on any one metal. The chromium plating will be very much useful to bicycle handlebars, and then path taps, and then எங்கெல்லாம் வாட்டர் அதிகமாக சப்ளை ஆகுதோ அந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல வந்து இந்த chromium plating உள்ள மெட்டல்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, because does not easily corrode. So that's all are the today class topics. Then electric pen, electroplating, and application of electroplating. So you have to read first, you have to read all the topics, and then you have to learn. Then what's the home assignment, ma? Home assignment. Learn and write the applications of electroplating. Okay, students, note down today home assignment: learn and write the applications of electroplating. Okay, thank you.